Hello to today's flight. We are continuing our rum tasting tour across Caribbean. We'll be departing Antonio Maceo in Cuba for Norman Manley International in Jamaica in Kingston. The ground, direct trip is only 133 miles long, but will take a little bit of sightseeing, I would say. So initially I want to fly low, just across the coast, and then when reaching this point here, we'll turn south and we'll go here. Also, we'll be flying low, like at 2,500 feet or something in this section, and then just climb to 8,500 over the water, and then hopefully go there. Right, so that's my plan. There should be some city, I believe. If I switch to World VFR, I cannot see anything. So hopefully I'll be able to distinguish that point. Will be timing my legs, of course, so it should be easier on that. But yeah. Right. So let's minimize this. This is our navlog, and let's start the aircraft. A little problem with my TrackIR. Somehow it's misbehaving, so I hope I will be able to use it. Okay, that's something's wrong with it. Doesn't track properly. Just try to move it around. It gets confused somehow. Okay, one moment there. Oh, it's gonna be interesting. So let's
clear prop.
Let's switch the systems on. Right, looking fine. Let me switch. Air navigation, let's reset that one. Very well. Just, okay, it's gonna be fun. Today we're gonna use runway 19er for takeoff. That is, it'll take us over the water, and then we'll turn right to the west. Right, so let's taxi out. Okay, it's I don't know why it's doing that. Is this the runway already? Jeez. Okay, there's nobody around, so let's taxi. So let's take it. This is not fun. One step away from the runway to do our run up. Right, parking brake, full range. Bring the engines to 1700. Let's check magnetos. It's working fine. Very high temperature today. Right, let's tune in the Unicom frequency. Should at least announce our takeoff. And let's change this to the VFR. Good. All right. Passau International Traffic, Oscar Kilo Golf Charlie Romeo, Twin Cessna, taking off runway 19er, will be departing to the west. MUCU. So that's that. So slight crosswind from the right. And gear goes up. Gear is up. Okay. And I forgot to start the timer, so let's do it now.
Hello, Thomas.
Hello?
I see you're all alone in here.
Oh yes.
Yeah. So, no one showed up. That's quite unfortunate.
Yeah, well, I'll do it alone then.
Fair enough.
Problems with my problems with my TrackIR. It's completely crazy.
I mean, you don't have to use it, just like disable it and you'll be fine.
Sorry?
Just like don't use it then, I suppose, like you can very much live without.
It's very difficult. You know, I'm
Really?
already so used to it, and it's a great predicament if I'm not using it.
That's interesting, but like I've never felt the need to have anything like it, you know?
Okay. I don't know if there's some bad lightning, you know, or something.
I mean,
Like it
well,
should.
it's IR, like it shouldn't cause that.
Well, if you have, for example, bright sunlight window behind you, then it's unusable.
Okay. All right. Oh yeah,
So
because that will also radiate in the infrared band. Yeah,
yeah,
that's
yeah.
right. Yeah.
But somehow something is interfering today. You know, I don't know.
Yeah.
There's nothing behind me that would interfere. You know, and it's nighttime.
Yeah.
So it's kind of strange that it would do that.
It's night time. Where do you live?
In the Czech Republic.
All right. Yeah, that makes sense.
And it was quite fine, you know, this morning. So really, I don't understand what might be happening there. But yeah, you know, it cannot really. Maybe, you know, the restart of the application would help, but then I wouldn't get it back here. I would need to restart the simulator, maybe.
Yeah. Are you on VATSIM or the flight?
Yes.
All right. What call sign should I be looking for?
I'm Oscar Kilo Golf Charlie Romeo.
Or I can just find you by doing flights and then just by having pilot rating up. And I'm gonna find every VATSTAR user like that.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
So again there is this haze around Santiago de Cuba for some reason, even though it's not in my it's not in METAR. It was the same when I was coming in here. Don't really know what might be happening, but maybe it's just the rum haze. You know, it's.
Interesting. So what's the country code in the call sign? It's the Oscar Kilo, and where's that?
That's in the Czech Republic.
All right.
This call sign is from the Czech Republic.
All right.
I'm a long way from home.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I started flying with Oscar Hotel Finnish call signs. Then I realized that I fly just mainly in the States. That doesn't make any sense, and just switched to flying under the November call signs.
Yeah, I use that also in US. One thing is, you know, they immediately know that it's probably not an American pilot, so they tend to speak more friendly. I mean, like more slowly.
Yeah.
Something. So
I get you. That's. I mean, I just saw that. Nick McDowell is controlling at Orlando, so I might go for a short flight there because like he's my favorite ATC guy. if that's something one can say.
in Orlando.
Yeah.
Okay. You can say whatever you want.
Yeah. Let's see what the weather is like. Florida today.
I'm gonna use this autopilot today. Now I need to determine what's my What's my true airspeed now? Because it's kind of depending on my...
Even a true pilot if you use the autopilot.
Sorry?
Are you even a real pilot if you use the autopilot? That's
Well, you know, that's a tool that's usually used because
yeah,
it's safer.
that should absolutely be used.
It's like
It's less fun.
Yeah, in the simulator you don't need to care that much, you know, so... And also in real life you need to practice on flying skills, because otherwise when the autopilot goes off then you are doomed.
Absolutely, and that's...
So we have like 15 degrees Celsius and the pressure altitude is actually 3,500. So let me do this. Okay, southern sea, 301, and then we have 15 degrees, so that's gonna be around there. And in that case, actually, okay, no, plus 15 degrees, yeah, I was in the minus scale.
Oh, jeez. I absolutely love her just doing all that math while I would just be checking my TAS on my G1000 display.
Oh, so I'm doing indicate. Okay, so for 183, I would need to do indicated around 172, which I'm not doing. So let's crank up the engines.
Yeah.
So I don't want to. Don't want to recalculate my navlog. I'm lazy. So 172. Can I even do 172 in this weather? I probably can. We'll just eat a lot of fuel.
Yep.
Yeah, there's a strange phenomena when I was like, if it would be cold, I could actually be doing less. That's funny. Okay, so outer scale is my true airspeed, and if it's really cold, my true airspeed can even be lower than my indicated speed. That's nice.
Huh. That's odd.
It's not really odd if you think about it, because if you are in a very cold air, it will be very dense. So you will have a lot of molecules into your pitot tube, and it will read higher speed than what you're actually moving. That's the reason why the indicated airspeed goes down with altitude. I mean, for the same true airspeed, because you have less air molecules, so you don't have such a pressure in your pitot tube. So if you have very dense air close to the ground, it's very cold, so it's dense, then you can actually have higher indicated than true airspeed.
Oh, yeah, because like true airspeed is based around.
True airspeed is your real airspeed through the mass of air. So on the calm day, it would equal to your ground speed. Yeah.
Exactly. Just like the only time it will match your IAS is at a density altitude of 0 feet. Yeah.
And 15 degrees Celsius.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Actually, that's calculated in the density altitude, that would be pressure altitude of 15.
Yeah. So density altitude of 0 basically. So pressure altitude of 0 and 15 degrees Celsius. Yeah, you are right. Because here on the E6B, you don't deal with you don't dial density. You really dial pressure and temperature. So, but it will give you density altitude. So if I go now and I say that I am at 3,000 feet, 3,500 feet at 15 degrees, that means that my density altitude is around 4,000. I'm actually higher a little bit. Does it make sense even?
No, it doesn't, because then it'd be going faster.
Yeah, it does. Yeah, it does make sense, because my density altitude is higher because It's warmer, so it's
Yes.
it's as if I'm like higher. It's
Yeah, absolutely.
yeah.
But then again, it is possible to have a negative pressure or density altitude.
Yes.
Yeah.
And negative, you mean like negative as for like that you are like below sea level in that sense, yeah.
Yeah. Yep.
The pressure will of course always be positive.
Yeah.
At least here. Well,
Yeah.
can we even have negative pressure? We can have
No,
zero pressure, but negative pressure? Can we have that?
I think that's a point where the laws of physics will just like give up and.
Alright, so these mountains look quite good. I intentionally picked, you know, the route that will take me first along the coast. And then I'll turn south to cross the channel.
Yeah, that sounds good.
And as for the time I need to spend, it's about 19 minutes. I believe I'll be able to recognize that. We'll see. Yeah, this is you know not usually the flight that would be interesting to many people. I had some like two colleagues that or that's their friends I would say that would join me on these, but some kind of real life events caught up to them, so they are not that available anymore. And I don't really want to wait so much time, so I want to do at least one flight, maybe per 10 days from this tour, just to, you know, not to get too much drunk on a single brand of rum, I would say.
Yep. Yeah. Always the question of how much rum can you have and then fly on that sim.
I actually like rum, but it's kind of sad to drink it alone, so
Yeah, it is.
I don't.
Seriously, it is.
So it's in my cupboard, but
That's fair enough.
the good thing about rum is that it just doesn't spoil, right?
It doesn't, yeah. Or I guess like an aged rum could spoil if it's like in direct sunlight.
Yeah, it's in the dark.
That's
And
correct.
also, probably when it's already opened, you know, and you just close it with that cork, I don't know how much it deteriorates.
The cork should by definition be airtight, but of course, like in practice, it could be different.
Yeah. And of course, it doesn't, you know, age anymore. I believe in the glass bottle, in the same way that it would in the barrels.
There's no fermentation happening, and it won't be getting any aroma from the glass like it would from a wooden barrel.
Yeah. Do they use like former brandy barrels to fermentate the rum in? I think.
I have no idea.
Or it's most often I believe that it's some barrel that was already used for some different distillate.
Yeah, that's pretty like common practice. Like I mean, every like barrel aged alcohol does that. That's. But like which ones? No idea.
Yeah. All right. Cuba. I've never been to Cuba. Probably never will be.
We never will be. I mean, it would be cool to visit Cuba, you know.
Say again?
It would be cool to visit there, like,
Yeah.
but like from here in the northern Finland, it's gonna be a pretty long and expensive trip.
Yeah. They don't even know how much, you know, they are friendly to visitors and tourists, you know. After all, it's Cuba, so it's not. It's. I wouldn't call it a democratic country.
It's not, but that's like to what I've understood. You can like get a visa. It's not like
Yeah.
impossible, but and then the people are like they are nice to everyone.
Mhm.
Maybe not to Americans, but to Europeans. Yeah,
Yeah.
they have nothing against us.
And I believe they do like the tourist money in any case, right?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm coming up on my user fix. It's gonna be difficult to identify it, to be honest. But I believe that this is like the highest peak in the area, this 6542, and it looks like that one. If I do that simply by that, so I should probably arrive at some kind of Coral del Rio, right around there, or there. Probably be before that even, I don't know, or after. Yeah, well, I don't need to be exact.
Yeah.
It's still 93 miles across this, so we want to hit here with some level of accuracy, I would say.
Yes.
And really doing just time and heading.
Yeah. What kind of avionics kit you running with?
I have GTN 750, but I intentionally like don't use that GPS right now.
All right.
So I'll file you know, slant alpha and
Right.
really don't use the map.
Just a bit of a thing that what I've been told that when flying outside of US and Canada, maybe Mexico, that you should not file equipment goes on that sim.
Why?
Because like they are like, for example, in UK I was told that that slant golf is not slant golf and it's something completely different that I should be using.
Oh yeah, there's those ICAO
Yeah.
stuff.
Yeah.
Okay, hang on. I believe I identified the point where I need to turn because I found the river. I don't know if you're watching the stream or not, but
I'm not.
okay, you're not. Okay, so basically I'm almost there, so I think I'm at the correct spot, so I'll make a turn. I'll make a turn to 202 and start climbing. Come on.
Anyway, it's just today I tried some VFR flying after flying instrument only for, well, since getting my P2, so and I just couldn't do it, man. Like I'm surprised just how difficult it is when you're not used to it. Like,
Even how difficult it is to do a VFR flight.
yeah.
Why? Because you need to know more, or?
No, because like, how do I explain this? Like, just basically the navigation part. Because like I went with like no GPS. I went the 152, right? So no moving map whatsoever. And just how demanding it is to like keep up with where you are and just looking at the navilog and timing the legs. I mean, of course, it'd be super easy if I had a GPS in use, which I probably should have done. But that kind of raw VFR flying is something I'm like very much not current with.
So, what I'm doing basically.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not that difficult once you get used to it. And it's kind of more fun because just following the navigation aids and let alone the GPS course, it gets boring sometimes.
Yeah, it's like when the stuff I usually think about while flying is, well, IFR, the autopilot is flying. I'm just like thinking about like what kind of an approach should I be expecting, what the weather is there like an alternate I should be thinking about, any other possible approaches I should be briefing, right? And then, yeah, just a completely different experience.
Yeah, I understand. It can be completely different, yes. So it's a good way to actually mix it together.
Yeah.
So what about those group flights? Are they too late for you? That what I'm doing on Tuesdays?
Yeah, for a weekday they are like. On a Friday like this or on a Saturday, I'd be in, but.
Yeah, I originally, to be honest, I planned it for Tuesday or Wednesday because another instructor was kind of in a process of planning Saturday flights, you know, with a different theme a little bit. But it just didn't materialize, and I just stuck with the Tuesday, Wednesday. But to be honest, I might be actually might be a good thing to actually move it to some day that more people would participate.
Yeah.
Or at least have an option. So if it was on Friday, you think that you would be a game, right?
That'd be like, well,
Or,
I mean, sometimes
of course.
I will be at some bar gig listening to metal music, but when I'm not, I'm here probably flying alone, so.
Yeah, I was speaking like about probability that it would be
Yeah, the
higher.
probability. Yeah, absolutely. Like I'd be here 60% of the time.
Oh, okay. Yeah, maybe I should rethink that because the only reason, as I said, I put it on Tuesday and Wednesday was, not to have two flights next to each other.
Yeah.
So next Tuesday, I believe I'll just query, whoever shows up, if that would work for them better or not. Because other people, since it's Friday evening, then they might do some other stuff, right? Like as you said, hitting bars or whatever.
Yeah.
So it might not work for everyone, of course. So have you found some location you're gonna fly in? Is there some good ATC somewhere?
Just looking if we get some more down at Florida. With just the one approach, I just don't feel like it yet. But if we get another Tracon at Florida or possibly a center online, then I'll be hopping in right away.
Yeah, I see there was some tower online. Was it Lauderdale?
Yeah, there's. Yeah, is Miami or Lauderdale? Yeah, it's Miami.
No, it's actually Miami.
Yeah.
So some
And
practice.
then there's Orlando approach. So yeah, I mean, just how long is the flight between those two actually? Miami to where are we going? Orlando Executive probably then. So ORL. Yeah, that's pretty fucking long, man. 174 miles. Yeah.
Yeah, it's quite long.
It's I mean, honestly, 737 that probably wouldn't be that much, but
That would be too short.
yeah.
Okay, I need to do another check on what indicated I should fly. So the outside temperature around 2 or 3 degrees. So let's just calculate again. Pressure altitude 8,500 and temperature was just above 0. So
Anyway, so for my, I have already decided that my project of going
what project?
transatlantic from Norway to Canada will commence on the 14th of June, because that's when the first real world flight from Europe to the Americas was flown.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so June 14th will be the day we do the first leg.
And you're
That's
planning to do that in a small aircraft, right?
Yeah. Hoping that I'd be able to do it in the Comanche, but if not, it's gonna be the Baron, which is a bit too big, I think, for it to be like really fun.
Yeah, the Comanche. I don't know if it's gonna be released. It would be nice, but you know how it is.
Yeah, that's gonna be in 55 days. So
It's still 2 months. Okay.
yeah.
Do you have the flight plan already? I mean, like, what destinations you want to hit?
Yeah, I think I've shared it here already.
Oh, did you?
Have I? Yeah.
Yeah, I believe you did.
Yeah. There it is.
Alright, so let's check the timer. Should get to it in about half an hour. So 20 more minutes to hit the Jamaica shore.
I've been thinking, is that
Oh, I have some.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have some Boeing coming. No, it's a different airport. They're coming in. Ah, okay.
I perhaps should do it in a twin, just in case I have an engine failure in the northern Atlantic. I don't think that's gonna end well in a single.
Well, if you have survival equipment, satellite phone, you know, so you can call for help. And if you manage to survive the landing in the water.
Yeah.
Or, you know, pack a parachute.
That's still not gonna help, you know.
Well, it's gonna help that you are more likely to survive, you know, if you hit the water on the parachute than if you hit it in an airplane.
Yeah.
pack white enough trousers. I can pack a fire extinguisher in there, you know.
Actually, what I'd pack would be a small raft, perhaps a rubber raft, and just see how that goes.
Rubber raft. Okay.
Yes.
Yeah, I believe that's part of the equipment.
Yeah.
But you can ask James Murator, one of the instructors. I believe it was like half a year ago that he did a real ferry flight of Cessna 182 from US to UK.
That's incredibly cool. Wow.
So he definitely needed that survival equipment.
Yeah.
So he might know exactly what's needed. Not that it will do you any good in the simulator, of course.
No, it won't. but but I guess that if he's done something like this, like for real, it'd be really interesting and even helpful to talk to him about the route, like just how this should be done.
Yes.
Especially as if he did it in a skyline, so that's a signal.
Yes, I'm checking the map and I should hit some kind of town when coming over.
Yeah.
And then I should follow a road. I'm not mistaken. Let's check here. Yeah, there are multiple towns. And it's not visible here, but on a different map I see there should be a kind of a road coming in. Actually, I have a wrong one here. Should have been a little bit different. Should be an airport, like, let's see if I can hit it. Is this Everton? Yeah, that would make more sense. Let's see. 13 miles, no, it should be 16 miles and 168, so maybe there.
Hey, I will need to go for like 10 minutes now, if that's okay.
Sure. I'm not holding you here. I'm glad that you stopped by. Okay, I believe it's around there. Okay, so let's generate the new navlock. Just replace it. Of course, we had 20 minutes on the first one. So there. Next one will be the... Actually, not there. Okay, now I'm... yeah, it was there. 20 minutes to that user fix. Next one will be there. So 40, like 30, 32 minutes or something. So still 15 minutes to go to hit the shores. Alright, we have enough fuel, engines are running smoothly. We are maintaining almost 160 knots, so let's just put it a little bit higher. Which is the speed I need for 183 true airspeed. So I can be as true to my navlog as possible. And I forgot to turn the strobes on, so let's do that now. So welcome back. We are halfway between Cuba and Jamaica.
Right.
Was it you in the chat on this in the stream, or was it someone else?
No, it wasn't me.
Okay.
I got your stream as well if you want some numbers up.
It's just that I usually don't monitor the stream chat, so slow to react to that.
Yeah. No, I'm watching your stream.
So currently there is nothing interesting happening.
Yeah.
It just can be a view that, you know, I'm if I look forward and back, it's roughly the same distance.
That's
I'd expected when my time, you know, is just half.
Yeah. It's a surprisingly small aircraft from the inside, the 310.
Yeah, it's not very big. It's for like six people only. It's a big guy here sitting. Surely 6 people, nothing more. It's a light twin. Maximum takeoff weight is around, I believe, 5,500 pounds.
Yep, absolutely. Like I mean, it's probably not much bigger than my Baron. Actually, I mean, the Baron is not much bigger, but still. Like this feels more cramped.
Yeah, I believe it's gonna be about the same.
Yeah. Maybe it's in the sim. It's the view model that makes this one look a little smaller.
I can go far, and then it's gonna be looking bigger, maybe.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Like that's how the view in the Baron is.
Yeah. So now okay, now if this one.
Yeah.
I know it's hard for me to. Okay, this is the problem that I have with TrackIR. For some reason, it.
Yeah.
Does this for no apparent reason.
That looks quite unpleasant.
Yeah. And it usually doesn't do that. It's only when there's some background. Yeah. I don't know what it's picking right now, but it's not great. Definitely not moving my head right now.
Yeah, I would hope that one would not be moving his head like that.
Would not be living if I did.
Yeah.
Yeah. Really no idea what's happening. If it just needs a restart or something. The other thing is that I already have this for 15 years maybe. So okay, I got some VATSI message. Please contact me. Okay, there's a controller came online.
That's insane. Yeah.
Oh yes.
There it is. Kingston radar on 254.
Okay.
Yep.
It's just online for 1 minute, so yeah, you just contact them. No problem. So it becomes interesting suddenly.
Yeah.
I need to compute how far I am. So 21 minutes, that's about 2/3 on this distance. So it's about 1892 or 93. 2/3 would be 60.
Radio
Okay.
check.
31 miles, roughly.
Yeah.
Okay. And how they are called?
You are
Kingston
in.
radar. Okay. One moment.
So
I
you are
need
in
to contact
controlled
them.
airspace right now. Not sure if you're in the Delta already, but you're at least.
Stand by. Kingston radar. This is Oscar Kilo Golf Charlie Romeo Twin Cessna at 8,500 feet, roughly 30 miles north of the coast. I got a contact me message.
Oscar Kilo Golf Charlie Romeo Kingston radar. Just confirm you are VFR to Manly.
Affirm, VFR to Manly. Oscar Kilo Golf Charlie Romeo.
Oscar Kilo Golf Charlie Romeo, Roger, squawk 5002.
Squawk 5000 for Oscar Kilo Golf Charlie Romeo.
And Cessna Golf Charlie Romeo, just confirm the squawk code 5002.
5002 for Oscar Charlie Romeo. Right, so we have the 80s. The wind is 160.
Oscar Kilo Golf Charlie Romeo, radar contact 60 miles northwest of the Manly Airport. For now, we can proceed on course, maintain VFR, Manly QNH 1012. Information Alpha is current, expect to visual 912.
Okay, we got the 80s Alpha on board, QNH 1012,
ATC.
and you will expect runway
Airspace rules
12,
down at
Oscar
Jamaica
Kilo
Go.
Golf Charlie Romeo.
And Oscar Kilo Golf Charlie Romeo, report the Manly Airport in sight, and there is no traffic reported in your vicinity.
I will report the airport in sight when I have it, Oscar Charlie Romeo. Sorry, I was speaking to the ATC. What were you saying?
Do you know how the ATC down there works? Like what you have to do to enter the airspace?
No idea. He just said to maintain VFR and report the airport in sight.
Alright, then you're probably cleared into the airspace.
Yeah. The thing is, I now see the barrage of clouds in front of me.
Yeah.
So let me see what's the weather like. It should be few clouds at 2,000 feet, cumulonimbus type.
Yep.
Should expect runway 12, so I'll just check that. What it looks like. Okay, 12 is from my direction of flying.
EAF is saying IFR, like from now. So good luck.
What's
saying IFR? TFA?
Yeah. Oscar Kilo Golf Charlie Romeo, looks like it is just updated. Information Bravo QNH 1011, and winds are 150 at 13.
Thank you for the update. I'll check information Bravo and QNH 1011. It looks like I have some clouds in front of me, so I might need to transfer to IFR at some point. I'll let you know in that case. Oscar Kilo Golf Charlie Romeo.
Oscar okay, Roger, no problem. Golf Charlie Romeo.
Okay, so I'll update the altimeter to 1011. There we go. Probably it would be difficult to get any kind of charts for this. Let's see. If Chartforce has some or not.
Just drop the Jefferson charts in Discord.
Yeah, I don't have Navigraph.
Yeah, so do you want me to then?
Sorry?
So do you want screenshots of them, or are you fine without?
No, that's all right. I can do without. I
Alright.
believe that this cloud base might be like a little bit down. Probably initiate my descent prematurely, and maybe use there's the Kingston VOR right on the glide path. So I'll probably use that one in reference.
Yeah.
And I'll try to drop below the clouds. It should be possible. So let's actually do that. Something like that. Let's try to maintain 160. And this should be the road that I would be following anyway. I'll try to do that. Okay. Yep. Yeah, I think I should be able to get below the clouds and fly from there. But just for the to be safe, I just go and this is mainly VOR. I don't want to use that one. There should be another one. It's not on this chart. It's not
Yeah,
on this chart.
it is the Manly VOR on 15.5. It's right next to the airport.
Yeah, I want the one on 5.9er. And the little navmap says there is one, so I'll just try to tune it and we'll see if I can get it. So on 5.9er.
I can't see it on Navigraph at least.
No, it's not. But as you can see, I have the signal.
Huh. I guess I'm not gonna argue with that.
This is crazy.
Yeah.
I don't know why it's
Yeah.
doing it. It was working fine this morning. Must be some software glitch. Okay, let's turn it off right now.
Yeah, I would highly suggest you turn it off, and because if you get that on final, I mean, good luck.
Oscar Charlie Romeo here. Yes, I'm descending and I will fly under the clouds to maintain VFR.
Okay, Roger, no problem. Just picking up on you.
Appreciate it. Technically, it's not gonna be VFR all the time. If I would need to do some circle there.
Yeah.
Actually, let's do that because I don't want to enter the cloud. So
If you can see the ground through the cloud, it's not too bad.
yeah, but let's descend. Let's do one circle.
Yeah. The only thing where that's gonna get you busted is your private check, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's about 2 minutes for the turn, so it should drop me about 2,000 feet, which is good. I took like 31 minutes getting there. So I'll just enter it there. And of course I can drop faster. another way to do it. It's 204. That's 1 minute.
Yes, that's one beautiful standard return you're flying.
Oh, thank you. Becomes easy with the autopilot.
Yeah.
So 168 is actually the next one.
Center. Center Echo Charlie Lima for no, 103.
Let's see that I can see the ground, so let's do 2168 below this. Let's continue the descent. Yeah, I can still see through those clouds, so I'll call it semi-legal.
It's exactly semi-legal, so.
Yeah.
And again, we're in the States. We don't know what the rules are.
I strongly believe that the word visual is kind of global. I can see, so just punch through this one and it's gonna be fine.
Yep.
Still see. Okay, now I don't see because of the TrackIR, but it's another issue.
Echo Charlie Lima for 103. I'm sorry, say again?
Oh, now I'm out of clouds. Let's actually stop this at maybe 4,000.
Yep, that's beautifully VFR again.
That's aircraft 103 again.
But I'm not flying 168, yeah, because...
Just so you know, your
That's aircraft 103 again.
Oroka is 9,800.
Oh, I didn't reset my timer. Well, I'll need to. So it was 31, and then I did 2 minutes, so 33, and I'm running 2 minutes from now. Okay.
Yes.
Let's reset it, and I'll just subtract 2 minutes. Because I should be flying this only for like 5 minutes, so 3 more.
Yeah. Yeah.
And hello, Jamaica.
Hello, Jamie. It's going down there.
And I should see the airstrip there, with the runway perpendicular to my flight path when I get closer. I should probably get lower then, and I can hand fly it from now. Okay, this will be difficult. Fix yourself. No, fix yourself. Okay, that's... And I'm obviously flying slower than before, so it'll take more than 5 minutes.
You shouldn't be too far.
What do you mean?
You shouldn't be too far from the airport. It's like...
It should be coming upon it.
Yeah.
But hard to say, no, if it's some kind of grass strip only, then it's gonna be difficult to spot. Can always turn on the map, but I don't want to.
I mean, Manly is a real airport. Like they have a...
It might be this one here. Maybe. I don't want to stay too fixated on that.
It's not. Where are you going? What is the ICAO code?
ICAO code of what?
Yeah.
Okay,
Your
this
intended point of landing.
Okay, it's Mike Kilo Juliet Papa, I believe.
Yeah. Yeah, that is right at the coast.
Yes.
It's in Wild.
Yeah, but I see
It's on the water, basically the runway.
Yeah, but I found my user fix, so that's good.
That's great.
Okay,
Yep.
so from there, if I were still descending, I would need to fly 139er. So let's just dial it there. And let's just reset the timer.
Yep.
Let's call it 5 minutes 40 seconds. Okay, thank you, TrackIR. I do hope that I won't need to buy a new one, that it just doesn't start breaking apart. But even if I had, I would, because it's...
Kingston radar, good afternoon, American 1137.
This is funny.
American 1137, Manly, correction, Kingston radar, squawk 6733.
6733 for American 1137.
And as you can see, I'm like also on course with the VOR. It's very good. So yeah. And I'm just 13 miles away. From the VOR, of course, not from the airport.
American 1137 radar, contact 18 miles from Honolulu. You can proceed on course.
Proceeding course, American 1137.
Actually, let me see what's going on if I switch that on. Actually, I'll fly towards the VOR because, yeah, so my head is nowhere to be found. I'll be turning it off only when I need. Oscar Kilo Golf Charlie Romeo, I believe I have the runway in sight.
Oscar Kilo Golf Charlie Romeo, roger. Clear for the visual approach runway 12.
Okay, so visual approach runway 12. That means I can do straight in here, right? Oscar Kilo Golf Charlie Romeo.
Hey, firm, whatever you want to do to get established on the final approach course.
Wilco. Please behave, I need you for the approach. So the elevation is just 13 feet.
Yeah, basically sea level.
Sea level. Yeah, now it's... And... Okay, it's complete. Yeah, I believe the restart of the client would help. Probably confuses these 3 points that it should use. Okay, so no TrackIR then. I have this head switch, does it work? Okay, I can do this.
By the way, have you updated the newest version of the PMS unit, where it like gives you the
Charlie Romeo,
VATS in frequencies automatically?
150 at 13, runway 12, clear to land.
Runway 12 clear to land. Oscar Kilo Golf Charlie Romeo. Sorry, say again. Was ATC talking to me?
Yeah. Have you updated the newest version of the PMS 750 unit? Where yeah.
Usually update like once per week, or I check for the updates. The latest one I have is, let me check. The latest one I had is 2180. Do they have a newer one?
Yeah, there is a 82 now. And a big yeah, the big thing is a automatic VATSIM frequency picker, so I can just basically go to a menu and it shows all the active frequencies that
really?
VATSIM has. Yeah, that's really cool. Like that, I found that super helpful.
Okay, it's worth a try. But okay, so we got the landing clearance already, pretty early. This channel is like a guidance to the runway.
It is.
Okay, so let's slow down a little bit. Check the status of the TrackIR. Okay, status of the TrackIR is crazy. I believe that it's the only airport that they won't be running shuttle buses to Kingston, but rather shuttle boats. Do we have crosswind from the right?
No biggie. That's
Maybe let's turn on the landing lights then.
yeah. You have crosswind, but not much of it.
Oh, With like 8 knots is it's direct crosswind. Let's see.
Well, I'm not showing. I'm showing 30 knots at 150.
Oh, okay, so yeah. Okay, so let's put I'll just do flaps 1. Quite high, but this thing descends like a rock if it wants to.
I mean, you look quite high to me, but
Yeah.
But I assume you have more experience with this plane.
I am quite high, but this thing, you know, it descends like a rock if you want to. So
Yeah. Yep. That's what I was saying. Like, you probably know this plane better than I do. Yeah, I can see that 1500 down and your speed is climbing only a little. What's your target's final approach speed?
the one that I'm flying right now. So
Alright.
like 105, 110.
Alright, so that's blue line, I see.
Yeah. You need to fly it all the way to the runway. Okay, so I'll try to bring up the nose to the left. Establish a little bit of slight slip.
So you can slip this thing with flaps, that's pretty cool.
Hmm?
So you can slip this thing with flaps, that's pretty cool. With many other planes you can't.
Well, partly, you know, see it.
Yeah.
But currently it looks nice.
Yeah, looking very. Oh, that's a lot more crosswind than what my weather would be showing. Center line.
Yeah. I can't be perfect, you know. Yeah, the little nav map shows that it's from 160 at 13 knots.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's just do this.
Cessna Golf Charlie Romeo, welcome to Manly. Down time 36, vacate left enable, and taxi Alpha Foxtrot support. Have a great day.
Okay, I'm vacating on Delta if I have the correct scenery, and we'll be using Alpha Foxtrot to parking Golf Charlie Romeo. Okay.
Yeah, looking good.
Yeah, so they said Alpha Foxtrot. Okay, so there are some special places in Foxtrot. It's actually nice, so let's see if we can get there. Back.
So Fox is basically as you. They're sure leaving Delta to continue forward for the runway. Right from here
And now left, right?
now left, yeah, and to the Foxtrot to the north.
There's some places.
I don't know where you're going, but they are all now in this taxiway.
Yeah. If I go here somewhere. That's one of the spots that I can use. Okay, I'll just tell ATC. Oscar Kilo Golf Charlie Romeo is on chocks. Thank you very much for the
default
ATC service. It was a pleasant
or are you
surprise.
using a mod for them?
No problem, no problem.
Say again, I was talking to ATC.
Are these the default MSFS 3s, or are you using a mod for them?
I use the Bijan Seasons
Yeah,
pack.
yeah, exactly. Yeah, there's the same for me. So
Yeah, You know, I tried to Rex Eki season. Well, tried, but I didn't like it.
Yeah,
I don't know
it's
why.
not as good. Like I saw a review. I mean, and the Bijan, it's not that good either.
No, it's
Like,
still better than default though.
yeah, it is, but it's not worth it in my honest opinion.
And I've got it, you know, almost since the beginning, so
Yeah.
I'm just sticking with it.
Yeah, same. Like I don't see a reason not to use it, but as of right now, I wouldn't pay the 20 euros for it.
Okay, so
It's
just
just quite sad that it's like completely forgotten project, basically, that just like left to rot.
which one?
The Bijan. I mean,
Yeah,
both of them really, but.
yeah, but it's still working, you know.
But hey, do you know what I'm like really curious about? Which is gonna be tomorrow, the Synaptic Simulations A220. We'll get a big preview tomorrow. So
Okay,
that's what I'll be watching.
which one? A320?
A220.
A220.
So
Okay,
yeah.
okay.
And that's gonna be a freeware, but like as it's been hyped, one of the best freeware aircraft ever. So, but that, I mean, that's gonna be left to see. Like we haven't heard anything from it thus far.
All
So
right.
tomorrow has to be pretty damn incredible. Yeah. But hey, that was a fun flight to be watching, to be talking to you, and
Thank you.
I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope that you guys in the Twitch chat also enjoyed it. Yep.
Yeah. Yeah, I hope so. So I'll just say a few final words here and then I'll disconnect the stream. So thank you very much for watching, everyone. We'll be uploading that to YouTube as always, probably tomorrow or maybe some days after. What was a really pleasant surprise was the Kingston Center controller that came online, so we could have at least partly like an ATC service, and it's always welcome on my part when I get that. So thank you for watching, and hopefully see you next time. Bye bye.